Okay, I'm going to show you guys how to create monoprint paintings. You're going to need, well, I need an image to look at. So I printed out a little photo of a sunset that was beautiful in my car. And I then created the monoprint painting and lifted a print. So that's what they look like. And then you will also be able to get ghost prints. This one was really wet. So that's pretty abstract there. But yay, monoprinting. And it's cheap and easy and fun. So here are the things that you need. You need your plexi plate that is in your OSH kit at home. You also have a palette in your kit at home, but I have them here at school. And you need some brushes and a cup of water, paper towel, things that you need to paint. And then what we use for ink are the block printing inks. And so when you're here at school or if you're at home, you just need about whatever you think you would need to do the painting, whatever colors you would need. And then you do need some dish soap and the kind that you wash dishes with. I have this clear kind here at school, but really any kind of dish soap will do. You just need a little bit, not much. And you're going to use your brayer to spread it across the surface of the plate. So the dish soap is what will allow this to later release off of the plate and print, because you actually wait for the painting to be 100% dry after you've done it, and then you lay wet paper on top and roll it through the press. And if you did not put dish soap down, nothing would happen. The painting would stay on the plate, and that's bad. But as long as we have the dish soap there, it will activate with the wet paper and let you lift the painting off. All right, so I have a different reference here, just some weird magazine photo that I found that I'm going to use. And some of the plexi's see-through enough, so if you want to do this, like make an enlargement, you can slide it under your plexi and use it that way. And then I'm just going to paint. And nothing is different here than what you would ordinarily do for a painting. So if you've never painted before, well, this is a great chance to learn. So one thing I'll say is that brush strokes do show up more with this process than they do on the plate. So it may look fairly smooth on the plate, but then when you print it, you'll really see your brush strokes. So really think about that as you make your marks on the plate. It also has a little bit of a tendency to print what you painted first is kind of on top, and it makes sense if you think about it, because when you lift the print, the ink that you painted down closest to the front of the plate is going to be showing up. So I think the main thing I would love for you to do is mix colors. So these inks coming in kind of limited color, don't use them straight out of the tube, like mix colors. I mix colors while I paint. You can use a little water to make it flow. It's not going to hurt anything. I don't really mix them in the palette, but everybody's different. I just straight out of the tube colors. No, not going to work. And I don't even use just black out of the tube. I always mix some red or violet in there to make it jazzier. Okay, so I could spend 45 minutes painting this painting, but we're just going to say I did it. The painting is done. It's amazing. Got brush strokes for black. And then you let the whole thing dry. So the whole surface of this needs to be the same amount of dry. So I have this amazing painting that I did. And then I lay wet paper on it. Wet paper on it. Roll it through the press, and voila, you get a print. It is going to be backwards from the way that you painted it. And then you can also get a ghost print. So this is a ghost print that I did. So I didn't add any new paint to the plate, but then I went in with some markers and drew on it a bit. I do have a different kind of ink if we're here at school and you're interested, that's kind of transparent, that looks a little bit like watercolor. If you'd like to try that out, that was fun. But here's, that example of how important the brush strokes arc to this. I like my sunset one. You really see it on the sunset one. Like every little mark matters. So anyway, it's fun. You can do this at home. Like if you don't get a painting done here at school and you want to work on it at home, you can just let it dry, what you got done at school, lay a piece of paper on it to protect it, and then carry it home, and you can paint for hours on it at home. I do recommend that you take a picture of your painting on the plate before you print it. So if you spent a lot of time on your painting and it really looks good, snap a picture of your plate and then keep that. Then once you print the print, if you're disappointed in the mark making or anything like that, you still have a picture of the painting itself. This ink is acrylic ink. It's just like acrylic paint, so you've got to wash your brushes. You take them over to the sink and you scrub with soap and rinse them out really good, because if any ink is left in the brush, they'll be ruined. The other thing I wanted to say is you can save your palette of ink. So you just take a paper towel and get it wet and lay it over the top. And I find that just keeping it a little bit of moisture in there helps. And then I have Ziploc bags. I'll get those out. And you just zip it in a bag and you can transport this back and forth as well if you want to work on your painting at home. I think you should cut stencils at home and paint at school. And so this thing isn't coming back and forth. But if you are spending a lot of time on your painting, you want it to be really wow, then you probably are going to have to take it home to keep up. Thanks.